the oil from the ground in Nigeria and causing massive problems for the people who live there. The whole ecosystem destroyed just so that we can have more oil for our Western lives.
The nooses signify the people executed by the Nigerian military dictatorship 10 years ago. They were opponents of Shell's environmental destruction in Ogoniland in Nigeria, and subsequently executed at Shell's behest by the Nigerian military regime. Meanwhile, in Ireland, there's a campaign opposing Shell building a refinery and a high-pressure unprocessed raw gas pipeline beside people's homes.
This man called Ken Saro-Wiwa, who was bringing the struggle of these people to the whole world's ears and eyes, writing books and starting something called the Movement for the Survival of the Ogoni People. It was causing too much damage to the reputation of the oil companies, and they were actually not able to function in the Niger Delta and pull out all the oil that they wanted to bring the profits for the shareholders back in the West.
Well, I would be. Unfortunately, you're inside the government security zone.
Oh yeah.
Forbid you to.
Would you like to tell everybody that?
Well, no, I don't need to. Take that now, please. Right. You're inside the government security zone. You're not allowed to demonstrate without written permission. Have you applied for it?
We're all demonstrating.
Have you applied for it?
Has anyone here applied for permission to demonstrate under the new repressive pretend terrorism laws?
Right. So, I don't think any. Have you?
No.
Okay.
Have you?
Well, you.
Who is going to do it?
Right.
Why are you standing up for a ridiculous law that is repressive?
Well, somebody pays me to stand up for ridiculous laws.
So that's where the problem starts.
Well, it does. You're well aware this is now outside the zone, so fine.
You said it wasn't.
I didn't say.
200 yards down the other end of the road.
Down that road. I didn't have the map on me. You had the advantage of the map.
Sponsors of this exhibition are Shell. Shell is responsible for death and climate chaos and murder and destruction, and then it sponsors an exhibition like this and wants you to think that all is well. Wherever the oil industry operates, wherever Shell operates, there is exploitation. The people have their property stolen, their lives disrupted, their jobs are thrown in the gutter, and worse than that, climate chaos is now a fact of life. Human beings are dying as a result of the burning of oil and gas. Shell is making a profit from that exploitation, from climate chaos. For that reason, you should not support this gallery and taking sponsorship from an oil company with blood on its hands. Keep your eyes closed to the reasons for climate change. Here's my friend. No one working here is able to say what they really feel about an oil company. They sit quietly behind their desks against them. There's a level of intimidation involved. Shell is also involved with a gas refining operation in Northwest Ireland. People's lives have been destroyed and disrupted.
I think it's important to remember that Shell were driven out of Aguni land, and they can be driven out of Ireland as well.